Hey guys, I'm Andrei, a certified translator and a real estate concierge. My company has been relocating people to Belarus over the last 4 years, and this is a weekly headlines digest, sometimes weekly, sometimes not. My biased look at things that happened in Belarus, around Belarus, and far outside, so that you could plan your trip or your relocation here, or maybe put it on hold for a little while. Let's see what happened around. And before we start, of course, many thanks to the people who are supporting the channel with something more material than likes. Likes are welcome, of course, but $5 or $10 could improve the picture, improve the light, probably make the content more intriguing. Let's get started. Just a quick injection to start with. We finalized our Vitebsk 2-room apartment renovation, and we checked in some students from Sri Lanka, medical guys. Hopefully they'll be okay. And interestingly enough, just like with our previous flat a year ago, there was basically a competition of people who were struggling to get into the place. Unfortunately, the Asian touch or the Asian style of the competitors basically reshuffled the whole deck, and we moved to candidate 4, starting with pretty diplomatic and pretty communicable candidate 1, which just messed up things next day. And well, things got done, papers got filed. Hopefully the guys won't mess up the place in the first month. It was hard to renovate it. Let's kind of second start of the video with the travel news. Things are kind of as they were, although more and more often Lithuania is shutting down the border over different cases of trespassing the border, which wasn't known to be happening earlier, without any prior notice. And one of my clients from EU was about to catch his flight from Vilnius, but the bus got stuck as the gates were stuck on the Lithuanian side for just a few hours, but that was enough for him to not make it. So things are happening, and whichever way it's going, the new Iron Curtain or the Baltic countries are thinking about how democratic they should be about local happenings. Well, this is something we can't track, but obviously plan your bus trip over here across the border, especially across the Lithuanian border, so that you could catch your flight, adding a few extra hours in town or in Vilnius as you are returning. That could be a sensible measure of precaution. Otherwise, visa-free mode with EU is still on pretty much. Some 35 plus countries can come visa-free. Airport visa-free mode is on as well. Everything is running. Electronic visas exist for the countries that they exist for. All these links will be down below in the video description. A bit of a surprise to me, by the way, about that video description. Not that I'm too troubled with you guys not finding the donation links, but some people are just not able to find my contacts that I put here at least twice in the video. And in the read more drop down menu, you can get all the links and other related information under the video, so as not to ask something very personal on a very public board underneath the video. So have a look out there. There's a lot of useful information. Economy-wise, everything is kind of rotating around the US dollar rate, which is 3 against ruble, give or take, and there's no indication it's going to drop or, let's say, surge, depending on which angle you're looking from. So with the real estate market getting busier by the new year, which is seasonal kind of, and also geopolitically motivated, people are trying to get rid of their banknotes and get some kind of investment, sometimes reasonable investment, sometimes not. Some of these 500,000 properties are also selling, so there's not like chaos or something on the market. But my recommendation is, like a guy looking at it from the side, not being an operating professional, not being hired by any of the real estate agencies around here, I would say that it's a very good moment to sell something, especially if this something is within the top demanded categories of lodge, like 1-room or 2-room flats, which are the top sellers, 30-40% of the market. Not so many apartments are going to be commissioned by the developers very soon. The Minsk world is concluding its, let's say, sometimes leaking accommodation, and its projects are getting finalized. So I expect, although my previous expectation failed last year, that by end of December, if the Russian economy trends are going to be as bad as they look like they're going to be, The people are going to be spending their last monies for whatever they can get their hands on, and then breathe out in January and February, seeing if the dollar rate is 3.3 or 3.5 against ruble. Again, this is just my personal feelings, I may be wrong. And see what kind of investment they may harvest from those apartments, what kind of dividends that they have got themselves. Maybe lock them up and pay utilities for a year or something, maybe brush them up and rent them out, because this is inevitably going to drop the rent market, and this is going to, let's say, shake the whole economy quite a little bit if we go the pessimistic way. Obviously, we may try and stay optimistic, thinking of some diverse new markets, of some exports breakthrough and some other things, which may or may not work out by December. Let's see how it's going to work. So if you are buying, you may put it on hold for a while. If you're selling, that's the best time, next 2 months, November and December. Weather-wise, we are getting this extended October weather with a bit of rain and a little bit of cold weather, but nothing like extreme -5 or anything, no snow, which occurred somewhere in the country a few days ago, but well, it's just nice autumn weather more or less, and Halloween's gonna be nice as well. They have some forecast for rains next week. Hopefully we'll install the door and the windows into the client's house. We'll be making a video in the barn house, not far from Minsk, being finalized, hopefully. And maybe we'll move into a more convenient place to shoot the clips in. Let's hope for the best. Another little bit of the economics. The number of job offers has been dropping quite steadily compared to the previous year, like a 13% drop. The number of CVs uploaded to major websites has increased like by 25%. And it seems like there is a trend, in spite of the growing annual salaries over here in Belarus. Obviously they are paid in rubles. The applicants wish to get paid more than the employers are offering, and so there is a trend for some 40% declines to the job offers that the people are getting. The top undermanned sectors over here are the let's say general workforce sector. I'm not sure what they mean by this, but I guess all kinds of odd jobs, not to be confused with constructions, which is a bit lower in the rating. Transportation and logistics, trade as in retail trade like supermarkets and stuff like that. And that's the major sectors where people are needed. Obviously, if you speak some good Russian, if your skills are, let's say, competitive to the local market, you may consider coming here for employment. Otherwise, I really recommend to aim at doing business or keeping your online employment with somewhere else. Let's say that would make you even more competitive over here looking for a rented apartment. Continuing our last video's idea about the improving infrastructure, we may mention that this year about 2.5 billion rubles have been allocated to fix the roads, and that's the record within the last 5 years. Let's hope that during my oncoming trip north to film a nice historic video for you guys, the roads will be really seeing some of that money, and the ride will not be too bumpy. Generally, roads are being fixed, bridges are being fixed, and this is something I can see as a taxpayer as well, which is a good trend. Some people, and I kind of envy them, are planning their New Year holidays already. In Belarus we have 2 Christmases, 25th and 7th of January, 25th of December, obviously the Catholic one. And it seems like there'll be a 4-day range of holidays, 25th to 28th of December. And then the actual 31st of December and the 1st of January. How it's gonna look, we will digest a little bit later. It's just a point about Russia having longer holidays this season, and every season they have 10 days off, starting from the 30th or the 31st of December. And over here we are kind of working hard to, let's say, win the overseas markets, and there are no holiday stretches like that. The nearest holidays are the 7th of November, Revolution Day, merging with the weekend, I guess. It's 7th, 8th and 9th. So I guess the client's TRP is going to be ready on the 6th. So let's not forget about this. Well, to make it more enjoyable, last but not least, traffic cops are stepping up their weekend control of the highways, and the oncoming winter weather is reminding us of the winter tire switch necessity. It's illegal to not use winter tires from the 1st of December. Every year, no matter how cold or not so cold it may be. So be careful as you're driving around, guys. They're also using drones and everything. So make sure you observe traffic rules and safety rules. As for me, I'll be undergoing my annual technical examination tomorrow, Monday basically. It's a great way to start the week, so wish me luck. Thank you very much for staying with the blog, and thank you for your support, your likes, your dislikes, your comments, and anything material. The links are down below. Cheers from Minsk. Questions down below for technical consultancies, paid service. The contact is over here. Cheers from Minsk.